I understand that you're studying to be an ND. What specifically is that, and how have you been able to incorporate that knowledge into your career?
Well, an ND stands for naturopathic doctor, or a doctor of natural medicine. And again, it goes back to the point a little bit of energy frequencies in the body, whether it's with the FSM machine and doing rehab or concussion protocols on athletes, or putting in new supplements and new dietary changes into a person's body. And what you're doing is you're changing their energy. Now, so-called diseases in the body are carrying a certain type of energy inside those cells, which is causing the dysfunction within tissues or organs or organ systems. And what we want to do is put in new energy that helps you build new tissue and new cellular tissue, which then your body becomes strong enough to kick out the old. And then once it kicks out the old, where all that diseased tissue is, you actually get better and you start to heal cell by cell by cell. It's a cell-by-cell process. You do it very slowly, sometimes rapidly, depending on the individual and what they're experiencing when they come in. But again, it's using natural medicine, herbs, and all different various types of nutrition, all different types of supplements, and incorporating that into the body, making new tissue, kicking out the old, and basically just slowly redeeming your body cell by cell by cell. Works pretty well.
By offering FSM, training, nutrition, plus the supplements that you have developed, what you offer is very unique. Basically a full package versus many other trainers of what they have to offer.
Well, yeah, to a certain extent. I mean, I've been studying this a long time, and the thing is when I incorporate everything I've learned so far by studying chiropractic and studying kinesiology and studying all your cellular biologies, and now naturopathic medicine and nutrition, and having a mentor, a doctor as a mentor, mentoring me through school, I'm able to incorporate all these things for total body wellness. I have plenty of people that come in and they work out, but they're getting more fit or more strong to a certain degree, but they're not losing the weight that they want to lose. They're not sleeping the way they want to sleep, and they're not looking the way that they want to look and feel the way they want to feel. That's when I have to tap into all the other things that I've learned over the years and incorporate these things piece by piece, into my clients, because it is a lifestyle, and I'm trying to slowly but surely teach them the decisions that they need to make so their body makes the changes that they desire. So I do try to do total body wellness, everything from A to Z.
Describe some of the products that you have developed and what separates those products from others that are in the market.
That's a very good question. There's a lot of products out there that don't work, and there's a lot of products that do, but you have to know what you are looking for. And that's when Dr. Chapman and Tony and I, when we got together, when we started formulating, we knew we had to do unique things. So we took all of the NFL experience and athletic performance of Tony, all the medical experience of Doc, and all the stuff that I've studied over the years, the chiropractic, the massage, the fitness training, the kinesiology, the nutrition, the ND stuff now, and all my athletic endeavors, we put it all together. And in a nutshell, we're going to do products that deal with some of the diseases that we're facing, that I've seen a lot come my way, especially in the last 10 years. And we're going to deal with controlling inflammation, which is one of the most common side effects that you're going to see in people. They are inflamed on a single or multiple levels. And so we are going to bring products in that address all of these issues. Now, when we do this, we're not sparing any expense on the manufacturing. The key to making a really good product is obviously formulating, know what you're doing, but it's the manufacturing process. Your nutrients have to be highly absorbable, and that is another aspect of what our products are going to be like. They're going to be very highly biologically available to the bloodstream.
You talked a little bit about diseases earlier. Is there a cure for all diseases?
No. Well, it depends how you look at it. Spiritually, I think so, yes. Physically, on a whole new level, no, there is not. Death will always exist, and it has existed. And so when you look at certain diseases and their biological energies and how it relates to human metabolism, there is not a cure for all diseases. I think back in the day, some vaccines did work, but now we're seeing vaccines that are very, very harmful that do not work, and we're seeing antibiotics that are becoming resistant to all different types of, micropathogens that are really not good to the human body. And when I talk about things like this, I know it might rub some people the wrong way, but the bottom line is that if you take, say, cancer, for instance, there is no cure for cancer, but to me, you have to understand what my definition of cure is. A cure for me means it disappears off the face of the earth, never to return. And that's not going to happen. Cancer is a natural byproduct of cellular dysfunction in the body, period. Our cells go through a series of checkpoints before it can duplicate itself, because our cells are always duplicating. If there's anything that interrupts the series of checkpoints, that cell can be disrupted and duplicate in damaged form. What the checkpoints are for is that if the checkpoints can't be met, the cell is supposed to kill itself off. It's called cell suicide or cell apoptosis. But if those checkpoints are interrupted, then that cell can replicate in damaged form, and it's called mutagenic. The cell becomes mutagenic right down to the genetic level. All the information in the cell has been disrupted by all various types of things I'm sure we'll talk about. And then if that cell continues to proliferate with that same communication, that same energy, then you get cancers of all the various kinds. So really your body is what you want to be strong enough to replicate healthy tissue all the time, and damaged tissue always kills itself off, or the body's able to get rid of old damaged tissue.
Once that's incorporated, that could be a possible cure.
Well, that's what Dr. Chapman has kind of been really placing into me over the last few years, this epigenetic medicine. Epi meaning above, and genetic meaning your genetics or the communications within your cells, is that nutrition and hydration and the certain frequencies of really good nutrition that are compatible to your cells influence, kind of like playing a keyboard, the way your genetics are expressed. So we take in the right nutrition, which is really the right frequencies or the right nutritional information that's given to our genes, so then our genetic genome, our own personal genetics, are expressed at an optimum level. And that is how it really works. That's nutritional epigenetic medicine in a nutshell. If you don't have that nutrition, you don't have that frequency, you don't have the information to help your body make new, healthy cellular tissue.